questioned as to, I can be glad now, so I'm a bit...
No, you're okay. Go on.
Questioned as to why the crossing was dismissed. He was told it was dismissed and would be it was wrongly dismissed and would be included in Wakefield's council budget for the year 2023-24. On 18th of March, Council stated to the Road Safety Committee members, this crossing was put top priority in an email he sent to them regarding the road safety plan. Road Safety Committee, 29th of April 2024, Councillor Roberts proposed Ackworth Parish Council writing support to WBMC for an assisted pedestrian crossing on Doncaster Road, joining the Ginnell from Orchard Drive to the other side of Doncaster Road, shortly after the entrance to Eco Restaurant, Belfry Arms. Councillor Andrews Sherritt proposed an amendment to the motion to place the word assisted pedestrian crossing to a puffing crossing, which was seconded by Councillor Bland. Voting completed, all in favour. Regarding this crossing, was the letter sent to the WDMC and did we receive one back?
But, I mean, thank you for the additional information. Are there any other comments on that?
No, only that I think if we do send a letter to see what's happening, like I said, and then we can work from that to why it was dismissed wrongly and why. And just one more thing, District Council, ex-District.
I know you're fine.
States he couldn't make it to this meeting, but he will link to a future meeting to explain. And he says these, if you put into Wakefield, we should have the detail and in question it why it was dismissed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm a bit short.
No, you're okay.
But
sorry to make you read out.
Yeah. I'm going to have Stephen actually because I didn't think I'd get my voice up, but I've got it up there.
Can I just check, obviously, because it'll be an instruction to the clerk, I'm asking what decision's made, not why it's dismissed. I'm asking for the decision. I just wanted to check because you said dismiss there, so I just wanted to check.
But a letter was supposed to be sent and wasn't.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I guess there's not many comments. Can I get a proposal and seconder then for the motion? Andy proposing, Nathan seconding. Votes in favour of accepting that motion. All in favour?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. 11.2, to receive a proposal from, if you want someone else to read out anything you've got.
I'll just
read out the agenda.
That one, so
yeah, no worries. To receive a proposal from Council Richmond to request a site meeting with both Wakefield District Councils, Highway Department and West Yorkshire Police to review and discuss for action parking concerns during school opening and closing times raised by disabled resident and pedestrians of Chapel Gap.
The disabled gentleman said I can use it, it's ex-councillor of Hurst.
Yeah.
He was an ex-district councillor, he run Wakefield for a while, so he knows what he's on about with his road safety. He couldn't get out of his gate in his wheelchair because it was locked for an appointment, and then a week before that he couldn't get out to the street to go to an appointment. But he's concerned, and other people are, the parking straight round by the house, cars can't get by and kids are having to cross the road with their parents, it's dangerous. So we would like to start a meeting, we can agree to it, to arrange. Well, today, you speaking on, because believe me, he knows about a lot of road safety, as you were knocked down on a crossing many years ago.
I just want to clarify, so you want the Parish Council to basically write requesting a site meeting with Wakefield?
Please. Yeah,
okay.
West Yorkshire Police.
So is that clear?
It's a dangerous. I've seen the situation now because of him, I didn't get a chance to get any photos, but it is ridiculous the parking out there. It's blocking people in, they can't cross the road safely. A fire engine a few weeks ago when I drove down there, he wanted an emergency luckily, but he just couldn't squeeze by. It's ridiculous because I believe they put parking things in down the parking notes, so we're not allowed to park. So it's into Chapel Gap.
Right, well, can I get... Are there any other comments on that? So, yeah, propose and second of that. Sorry,
just before you move, it's just dawned on me. The wording of that, Sean, it's just for Wakefield District Council and West Yorkshire Police, but not for Ackworth Parish Council. Yeah. So it's just to organise a meeting between those two. That's the instruction.
You could amend it if you agree to it, Ackworth Parish Council, because
it's not up for me to amend, I was just checking for the instruction.
So I'll propose that we amend that one of us on the road safety, whoever, just we're representatives.
So the question,
so we know what goes on.
so the amendment, so just to clarify this, so the amendment would be request a site meeting with Wakefield District Council, Highway Department, West Yorkshire Police and Ackworth Parish Council, so we'll just add
At
in
least we're
that.
there to know what they're discussing.
So Nathan's proposing that amendment, Sean's seconding. I'll move to a vote then on the amended proposal, which is...
On the amendment.
Yeah, we vote on the amendment. Okay, so that amendment's passed. That's now become the substantive motion, and it's all bureaucratic, so that's why we've got to. So now the amended proposal. So I'll take the statement to Nathan proposes.
Chair, I'm really sorry, I can't hear to take the notes with what's going on. Sorry, it's quite hard to catch in a minute. Sorry, Johnson, thank you.
So again, Nathan and Sean proposing the now substantive motion. Can I get votes in favour of accepting that and placing the amended full house? Thank you. And the last motion, 11.3. Councillor Sherritt proposes that the Parish Council proposes to the residents of Ackworth the formation of a steering group to lead the production of a neighbourhood plan. I'll let you comment.
Thanks. Apologies for the double proposals in the proposal, but
No, you're okay.
I sat for ages trying to get that right. I gather we have had approval at some point in the past, which is then valid forever, from Wakefield Council to have a neighbourhood plan for the village. And the reason for my proposal is that if it's accepted, it would enable the community of the village to develop a neighbourhood plan that can then put in place a vision and policies for the future of Ackworth with the support of the Parish Council. And such a plan then forms part of the statutory development plan for the area that could be particularly significant given the potential for residential development that there is in the village. It would enable developing the neighbourhood plan, would enable residents to put in place this vision. And general opportunities for a neighbourhood plan are that it does have this statutory status and greater influence over planning decisions than we're able to at the moment as a parish council. Gives the residents more say on detailed planning matters as well, in addition to specifying sites to be developed or where growth would be concentrated, help support community projects, self-build initiatives and things. So I was thinking, given that national government have got pretty high house building targets, and there are various pieces of land indicated on the SHLA, the Strategic Housing Land, I can never remember quite the H stand for, that have already been offered to developers for sale. I think we've probably all seen the advert for that. The production of a neighbourhood plan with community involvement just gives a great opportunity for residents to have a say and shape the development of the village. And it also provides a good opportunity for to demonstrate the economic and social value of us as a parish council.
Thank you for that. Could I just ask one question? Is this a steering group that's in your motion? Is it going to be led by the parish council, or is it
typically the parish council? I've read this numerous times, and it's not the clearest of guides, I would say. But fundamentally, the role of the parish council is kind of to lead it, but actually you get a community group, a steering group or whatever it might be called, of residents who, and obviously parish councillors can be involved in that, but it's not a parish council initiative as such, but the parish council can kind of put things in place and make rooms available and that sort of thing to enable it.
So kind of like another outside body maybe, where there might send
pretty
some
much
representatives. So it won't necessarily need... I'm just checking in terms of staff requirements, because I know the hard cost of
it wouldn't need to take much if the plan gets put together, probably the biggest involvement, although the steering group largely do it, is that actually to get full approval, a plan has to be a referendum in the village to approve it. So there might be a little bit at that stage, but again, most of it is done by.
So those sort of things would come back to the parish council as it was needed.
Just to be kind of the liaison really more between that group and Wakefield Council.
Yeah. Okay. Any other comments? Sean, yeah.
Councillor Ayers, funny enough, has been on about this. He would be in favour of reinstating the neighbourhood plan. Also, it states Wakefield Council neighbourhood plan offers several benefits, including enable local communities to shape their area for future projects, green space, influence development decisions. It empowers residents to have a direct say in how their community grows and evolves.
Yeah. John, yeah, and then
I'm fully in favour of a neighbourhood plan. I always have been. I just think what we're asking, what are you asking the parish council to actually do in terms of is it an academic exercise to see if people want it? Is it?
Yeah, the initial thing really would be that it needs to come from the parish council to create, not to create, but to get people volunteering to be on a group to lead it.
So, but we need a specific. The clerk needs an instruction from. If this is passed as an amendment, as a proposal, we need an instruction to that's more specific than proposes. The parish council proposes to the residents of Ackworth the formation of a steering group. Are you saying we put that out on our social media?
Yeah, maybe
or
the next newsletter.
On the newsletter, yeah.
To try and get it to as many people as possible. Yeah.
If it's any help, sorry to speak in, that that's already been done and passed out when this was no longer a parish. We were purposely taken out and dumped. We did it all. I've got the files of it.
again, we're discussing the motion, so I mean we could go into all the past, all that, but let's try and move forward with something.
As a member of the public, I did ask the question about what had happened to it. It was all started, and then it suddenly went.
Again, we're talking to the motion, not the past. So I think it was Nathan.
It's already there in the parish.
Nathan, do you want to?
Yeah, just I'll think about the wording then. But I think we need to make sure that a broader from every part of the village and all age groups just work on it as broad as possible. I wonder if the parish assembly could be a recruitment ground for.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Can I just propose an amendment where it says council shall propose, the parish council proposes to the residents of Ackworth via our social media I lost it, sorry. Just to form a steering group to lead the production of a neighbourhood plan, to lead to the production. No, that doesn't sound right. I just think we have to put something in. We need an action in there, like via our social media.
I'll just bring Lynn in while.
It's fine saying this on social media or anything else, but then when people come forward and say, I want to part of this group, what happens then? Who takes it forward? Because it's very hard for individuals to organise themselves without somebody taking it forward. I think that's
the group become the lead for it. That's why it needs a steering group that can then get inputs from other people.
I understand that. I think I'm at a more basic level than that. I'm at the basic mechanism where someone says, well, at the first meeting, I'll chair this meeting, I'm taking the minutes, and how does that happen? Because you don't have that input.
I think that's the initial involvement that the parish council will probably have.
Yeah.
To then kind of hand it over. It's my understanding of the process.
I'll bring in just a sec. I think Joe just wants to come in with.
I was waiting till the end, but it is what Councillor Hall has just said. So I'm happy to do it, obviously. But my question would be what the method would be, and then if people start to come back and ask questions, what is it, how is it formed, what involvement, how much time, they're the questions that they're going to ask me, and I won't be able to answer that, so I would need as clerk some more information to give to residents of how I'm organising the responses and where that then goes next.
Well, I'd be very happy to help with that if we approve this.
I'll just bring in Ruth.
Of course. So could we include in proposal that we propose to the residents via our social media, our parish assembly and our newsletter the formation of a steering group? And secondly, I do have a list that I started before I became parish councillor of people who were interested in being involved in forming a neighbourhood plan. I think we needed 20 and I have 21 people. Whether they're all still interested in that, I'm not sure.
I just want to clarify because I don't think anyone's against like what's been meant in this motion and what we're trying to get to. I think it's just what we're wanting the parish council to do. I think Susie's been helpful in terms of like, so the parish council would put out on their social media, the newsletter. This is an idea we want to put forward. A steering group for of the neighbourhood plan to create a steering group. And would it be a case of we're basically saying who's interested in seeing what feedback comes from that to help create it?
Well, if I can just read this little bit, setting up a steering group and designating the area, the town or parish council is the qualifying body for leading the neighbourhood plan. However, it's very important that the process is open to the wider community and allows them to play an active role in preparing a neighbourhood plan. And that's really what the key things there. So, and the local planning authority, which I take it would be Wakefield, is legally required to produce advice and assistance to those bodies producing a neighbourhood plan in its area. So I think quite a lot of it has to come from Wakefield's planning rather than the parish council.
Yeah, the government required that everybody is asked if they wish to go on with it.
Yeah.
As I said before, it was started by the parish council and it all suddenly disappeared.
Okay. Okay, would this work? Because this might help sort of like move it forward. Councillor Sherritt proposes that the parish council explores with the residents of Ackworth the formation of a steering group to lead the production of a neighbourhood plan. Would that work? Because then that would allow yourself to work with the clerk, and then we can the list of names, and we can sort of like take it forward if it's just changed. So instead of proposes, explores, because then it can lead to just to move it forward.
Because that enables us to communicate with them and ask them.
Just to get the understanding.
Just right.
So thank you for that, by the way, Joanna.
Councillor Sherritt,
yeah, well, I'm happy to amend to that.
Okay, so we'll go through the motions of an amendment.
It's just really difficult to word.
So Councillor Sherritt proposes that the parish council explores with the residents of Ackworth the formation of a steering group to lead the production of a neighbourhood plan.
Yeah.
I'll take Andy as the proposer for the amendment. Can we get a second of that? Sean's seconding. Votes in favour of the amendment. That now becomes the substantive motion. Everyone in favour, by the way. So now I propose in a second. I'll take the two same names if that's alright. So Andy and Sean proposing it as the substantive motion, and votes in favour. I'm guessing we're all in favour again. Thank you very much. Okay. Item 12. To consider for the approval that the press and public be excluded from the remainder of the meeting on the grounds that publicity would be prejudicial to the confidential nature of the business to be transacted on the following agenda items. Do we approve to go into the private section of the meeting? Votes in favour? We've got 5 in favour. Votes against? Abstentions? 3 abstentions.
0 against.
Thank you. Thank you. We're just going into the private section. Thanks very much.
Right, this is the public hearing. I've got to burst out, yes, public hearing.
concerned